What is up, everyone? Today I'll be showcasing Guzzlord in the Willpower Cup. This thing is an absolute monster here, and has some great battles running Guzzlord, Victini, and Deoxys. So we're just gonna pop right in here, starting off with a mandibuzz lead. This is a pretty even matchup here, but Guzzlord should be able to win the zero shield, so that is the plan here. I'm just gonna let Guzzlord go, try to win the zero shields, or take a shield from a mandibuzz. Either one would be fine for me here. Once I get the mandibuzz out of here, the Victini is likely gonna sweep. Unless there's like a Sableye or Umbreon in the back, then it could be some trouble. That is one of the issues with this line. If I get rid of my Guzzlord, dark types like Sableye and Umbreon, could be some trouble in the back. But we're gonna see some of those later, and well, they're still fine to deal with. A dark poison like Skuntank, also not ideal for double psychic in the back, but luckily both these psychics have a lot of play versus dark poisons. I'm just gonna take the first crunch with Deoxys. Honestly, I was convinced I was gonna be able to take that crunch and then get to double rock slide, but then it weighed too much. So I realized here I'm not gonna reach it. I have to switch into Victini and then just start recreating this skunk. We're gonna shield the first move. It is a crunch. Hopefully no debuff. There we don't get the buff. That is quite lucky. Gonna throw this next recreate right before they can get to another crunch. I think I could have thrown one more quick attack there and CMP'd. So a little bit of a mistake there, but still fine. I bring in Grimer and I'm gonna do something here. Wait, we're gonna rewind this. I don't want to take a poison jab damage when I'm quad debuffed. So what I do here is I throw one more quick attack here, my double V-Crate, and I'm gonna wait a turn to make sure the poison jab registers before I throw my second V-Crate. I wait, throw a V-Crate, you saw the damage come in, and I'm super low, but because I waited, that poison jab hit when I was only double debuffed instead of quad debuffed, and that allowed me to survive the poison jab and get to the second V-Crate here to almost take out the Grimer, and then we get to the Psycho Boost to knock it out. GG there. If I hadn't had done that wait, the poison jab would have knocked me out and I wouldn't have gotten that V-Crate. So it definitely won me the game there. Very nice. Next game we have the other dark dragon on the other side in Zweilous. This is a matchup that I think Guzzlord generally wins in zeros, but in one Zweilous should win. Since Zweilous wins CMP, you get to the move at equal speed. So I'm just actually gonna let this go, throw a couple more Dragon Tails into it, and then farm this Zweilous down with my Deoxys right before I can get to a Dark Pulse. That's huge. They bring in Sableye now though, and that is real bad. I do have a shield advantage, I do have an energy lead, but Sableye still is gonna be a lot of trouble for this team. I really hope I can, well, after shielding this move, I can get to another rock slide, and hopefully they don't shield. If they don't shield, I have brought the Sableye low enough to where I can probably farm down with either Deoxys or Victini, but actually they realize that their Sableye is super strong, so I shield the next rock slide, go for my V-Crate here on CMP, which I lose, gonna have to shield this up, then tackle the Sableye, and then hope Victini can deal with whatever is in the back. I don't even know what that would be though. Like, I could one-shot like a Metagross maybe, but that's it. Mandibuzz comes out, and that is quite bad, but I do have a play here. If I CMP on the overread, and again, I wait a turn here. Wait, we're gonna rewind that. It's 15 turns for a foul play. And if I just throw 7 quick attacks and then I move, that's only 14 turns. So what you're gonna see me do here is once I get to overread, I actually wait a turn to make sure we CMP high. My opponent actually shouldn't have thrown there at all. It's a big mistake by them, but I took advantage of that by making sure that if they did throw there, we CMP tie, they're forced to throw their move and take out my Victini, and then I can bring in Deoxys and go for the rock slide, and we take out the mandibuzz here. Another pretty high level play, I must say. I'm glad it worked out. That doesn't always work out, but when it does, feels real nice. All right, anyway, another mandibuzz lead. We're just gonna play this out the same way we did last time. Stay in and just keep Dragon Clawing. Oh, we get a little bit of lag though. I think this is the recorder messing up, but it should be fine after this. But yeah, we're just gonna stay in, play out the zero shield, either take out this mandibuzz or take a shield. Either one is fine with me. Gonna go for another Dragon Claw right here. So bring the mandibuzz quite low, but I'm still gonna need a third Dragon Claw to take it out. We can take this area away, so no shield after this. I should get to the Dragon Claw and like one more Dragon Tail. So that's what we're going for. My opponent makes a very smart move. Switch into the Deoxys to take me out with 2 counters. Very smart play. I'm not going to bring in Victini because I can V-create and then switch out to clear my debuff. I was kind of afraid they'd CMP tie here with a Rock Slide. That would have been a good play by them. But luckily they don't. They decide to overfarm, which means I can now safely switch into Deoxys, take all this energy. They're switch locked, so they're kind of forced to throw energy here, and I'll gladly eat that all up on my Deoxys. Throw a Rock Slide here. Honestly, I should have not done this. I should have overfarmed more, because this doesn't knock them out. This means they're going to get to a Rock Slide right here, right when they get the energy, and I'm only going to get like 2 counters worth of energy. If I would have just waited with throwing that, I would have been able to throw like at least 4 or 5 more counters into the Deoxys before throwing the slide. It would have knocked out the Deoxys, and then I'd have more energy to spare to throw at this Rapidash. So a little bit of an imperfection there. I wouldn't say it's necessarily a huge misplay, but I could have played that a little better for sure. So I didn't shield the Rock Slide there. I'm now forced to just come in Victini and try to farm it all the way down with quick attacks. And then I'm also going to have to farm the mandibuzz down with quick attacks, which will be an even bigger challenge. If I can farm this down before next Body Slam though, should be looking very good. But unfortunately, Rapidash is so incredibly spammy. They get to another one, forced to shield up. Can I farm everything down? In comes the mandibuzz. No point in throwing the V-Creates. I'm not going to get to 3. And they do get to the move. So unfortunately, we get taken out there. I think if I had played my Deoxys a little better, this might have been possible. Because I didn't, we lose the game. GG's. Guzzlord versus Sableye. Very good matchup. Guzzlord actually completely destroys that matchup. It is insane. But it becomes better the like higher rank your Guzzlord is. So if you're gonna try to go for trades for Guzzlord, try to get one that's like very good rank. I don't have a threshold for you, but personally, I'm gonna shoot for something within like top 300 probably. That's like to the point where it's still not like insanely hard to get, but pretty good rank for a legendary, I'd say. So top 300 rank, I would say, is pretty good. If you can get better, that would of course be even better, but it is unrealistic, right? It's unrealistic. But if you got like a very good rank Guzzlord, you just completely destroy Sableye. Even if they use 2 shields and you only use 1, you can still beat Sableye in that case because you just got so much bulk. Anyway, gonna bring in Guzz now. Return would do a ton, so I'm probably gonna shoot it. Well, a ton. It does 60%. It does 60%, which is a significant chunk. It wouldn't knock me out yet, but it is a significant chunk. So that's why I shoot it up. I'm going to farm up so much here. Just go for the Dragon Claw. So we'll knock out the Sableye at this point. And then I'm expecting Deoxys in the back. Yes, this is a pretty standard team I've been seeing over the last couple of days. Sableye, Medicham, Deoxys. And this team just kind of destroys it. Victini still wasn't awesome versus Deoxys, because the Rock Slide does a ton, but because my defense isn't dropped here, I know I can just no-shield it and take it, but it turns out they're probably not running Rock Slide, probably running Thunderbolt, Psycho Boost, and that is good news for me, because then my Victini just has a very nice matchup here. That's also why I like running Rock Slide, partly for Victini, but also for Mandibuzz, to be honest. Deoxys with Rock Slide has a very good matchup versus Mandibuzz, actually. Thunderbolt, less so. So that's why I would highly recommend you go Rock Slide, not Thunderbolt. But Thunderbolt would actually be nice for Medicham. I've definitely missed Thunderbolt a couple times, especially in the Medicham matchup, because you're forced to either throw Psycho Boosts and lower your attack, or throw Rock Slides, which are resisted. So that matchup does become a lot worse with Rock Slide, Psycho Boost, Deoxys. So you could still consider going with Thunderbolt, of course, but in general, I've had a lot of success with this match, with this moveset, so that's what I recommend. Anyway, this Drapion doesn't seem to have Sludge Bomb, so we're only able to crunch my Guzzlord. That's pretty nice, didn't do that much. In comes a Rapidash now, not ideal. Rapidash quite squishy though, probably gonna have to shield up this Brutal Swing, as they do, and now Victini is just shield up, which usually is pretty good news, unless they have a Mandibuzz. That is far from ideal. But a V-Create plus an Overheat does like a ton of damage. I think I lagged there for a turn. I don't know. I had some visual lag going on. And if they got a full Air Slash through, which wasn't great. I'm going to go for Overheat now, as this will bring them extremely low. Extremely low. And now I should be able to shield this up. And then farm down the Mandibuzz. And then hopefully the Rapidash afterwards. Or we'll go down to a V-Create or 2. Now, I have a decision to make here after this V-Create. I actually kind of lost track of how much energy they had. I knew they farmed up a bit, but I wasn't sure how much. I was considering no-shielding this and then getting to the Brutal Swing with Guzzlord, but I thought I was going to get farmed down before I could have gotten there. Or they would have just gotten to 2 Body Slams. So I shielded the Victini, but I still got to a Body Slam, unfortunately, to take me out, and then they have another one for my Guzzlord. I think I might have been able to let my Victini go there, though, and get to the Brutal Swing with Guzzlord versus Rapidash. That might have been the better play. I think they still would have gone to 2 Body Slams, though, and to knock me out. But it would have at least given me a slightly better chance, I think. Not sure. Anyway, we won't find out as I just lose that battle. And we're moving on into the next one versus a shiny mandibuzz. Well, we've had this lead a couple of times. We know how to play this. Just keep Dragon Clawing. Just keep Dragon Clawing. This is okay. I think this one might shield. Oh, no. I had one mandibuzz shield, and I just swept that game with Victini afterwards, which was quite nice. But yeah, that's not this game. This game, I actually decided to switch into the Deoxys. Just trying something else. They threw the area waste basically immediately, which means I should be able to farm them down before I get to the foul play with Deoxys. But they actually decided to switch with me into a Toxicroak, which is just amazing because my Deoxys takes us out. I have a Claydol in the back, which is awful. Claydol walls Deoxys. Like, everything is resisted. I'm also double debuffed, which means my moves do nothing. My Guzzlord is almost dead, so Guzzlord won't have any player, and Victini takes super effective from the Mud Slap. So, yeah, we're not looking too good. I was really hoping they wouldn't throw a move, and then I'd be able to switch into Guzzlord, maybe scare him into throw a move, and then save my energy for when I'm not debuffed anymore, but they threw the move, took out my Deoxys. Now I'm gonna bring in Victini, shield up whatever they throw. It's nerf power. I really need to get to 4 V-Creates, actually. Actually, no, I only need 3. I only need 3, so farm up to the maximum amount of energy I can get. Throw 1 V-Create. After this, I'm gonna switch out into Guzzlord to clear the debuff. And they bring in mandibuzz now. I throw the Dragon Claw, and once I throw it, I realize this might have been a mistake. So undercharge it. Throw 1 more Dragon Tail here, and now I want them to take me out, because I want to farm this down with Victini. But they realize that. They realize they cannot let their mandibuzz get farmed down by Victini. So they wait, just like me, and we have a Mexican standoff. I am willing to just wait until my timer runs out, and they realize that my timer is going to come up earlier, so they might as well kill me. And that allows me to farm down, bring in Victini, throw 1 V-Create first to Claydol. I live, I throw another one, and that is another amazing match. Another great finish by Victini. Victini putting in so much more work than I expected. Honestly, when I saw Victini's roaming around in the first couple of days of Willpower, I thought that wasn't a great idea. I thought Victini sucked, honestly, in a meta with so many dark types. But it's putting in so much work. V-Create and Overeat are just such strong moves, and there aren't any like hard-hitting dark fast moves. Well, there's Bite, of course, but no one runs Bite in this meta. Which means Victini with shields is just very good, since you're not going to get farmed down by anything in this meta, which is proving to be amazing. So, if you're still going to play Willpower today or tomorrow, definitely can recommend Victini. It is a lot of fun. Anyway, this game is starting out not so fun because they had a Poniard, which is of course a big problem for Guzzlord. So I was hoping to fully farm down the mandibuzz there, so, but they didn't allow me. They switched out the mandibuzz, brought out the Poniard now, and I'm stuck with Guzzlord versus now. Since I don't really want to bring in Victini, as quick attacks just won't do that much. As you can see though, Guzzlord's putting in work first the Poniard. We actually take it out with 2 Dragon Claws right there. Pretty nice. What are they going to bring in right now? It is... Ooh, a Charm Galley. That is not good for Guzzlord. They're also going to get to a Leaf Blade right before I can get to 2 V-Creates. So I throw my first one right before they can get there, because I want to be able to take a shield before that, and I'm hoping they overfarm, and unfortunately I throw immediately, which means I have to shield up. I also lost track of energy on the mandibuzz. I have no clue where they are, so I end up overfarming too much. I was also afraid that if I throw a V-Create, that the Galite would just farm me down, but looking back, I should have just thrown my V-Create right there, and I would have been able to reach another V-Create first the Galite, win the game. It still wasn't over yet though. I can get to the Dragon Claw. Does this knock out the Galite? It doesn't. It barely doesn't. And we get taken out. GG's. Definitely a misplay by me there. Not throwing the V-Create, but it is what it is. Just like this lead, it's quite bad. You're switching Deoxys. We were talking about Deoxys moveset earlier. This is where Thunderbolt would really, really help. If I throw my Psycho Boost immediately, sure, I'll do like 40% damage, or like 30. Medicham is low, but they can bring in something else and just completely farm me down, as I'm then double debuffed and useless. So I end up just throwing Rock Slides here. I think I'm gonna throw another Rock Slide. Actually, at this point, I think I start spamming Psycho Boosts. Yeah. The Medicham is in the yellow, so I'm just gonna Psycho Boost because this will bring him deep into the red. They try to catch the second one, but I don't fall for it. I should go for the Rock Slide against the Drapion. Might have been a misplay as my timer was up, I think, but still fine. I do chip it enough to where Dragon Tails plus Dragon Claw should knock it out before I can get those 2 Sludges. But it seems they were not running Sludge. They were running Sludge. For some reason I remember they were not running Sludge, but they are running Sludge. So... But luckily, since I chipped it, this Dragon Claw should knock it out right before they can get to the next Sludge. They're bringing Medicham now. I would have been able to get to another Claw, so they're forced to throw their energy here or get taken out. And they do decide to throw their energy, which is fine with me, because since now I can bring in Victini, fairly quick attack this down, and then hopefully take out whatever is in the back with a couple V-Creates. It is a mandibuzz though, which is not ideal. But like I said before, Victini has a lot of play here. We're gonna V-Create this, switch out into... No, not yet. Oh no, we're just gonna throw another V-Create and then switch out into the Deoxys probably to clear my debuff. I'm gonna need to throw like 2 more V-Creates after this probably, which is kind of wild. Or get over Rock Slide here, and that's gonna be my play. They will be able to farm me down after this, which is not ideal, since then they have a foul play loaded for my Victini. But as long as I take a shield here, or they let it go, I should be able to farm down or get to a V-Create before the Mandibuzz is able to get 2 moves. So yeah, they do let it go, as Rock Slide probably does less than the overheat from Victini. Smart play, but now I should be able to quick attack down, win the match, and that is a win. Nice. All right. Oh, no, not yet. We have to farm it down. All right. That was it. That was it for today. Victini putting in work. Guzzlord putting in a ton of work as well. Again, definitely recommend you get one. And there's some pretty good matchups in Open Great League, as well as limited formats. I think it will be a beast in some limited formats like it is here in Willpower. But yeah, anyway, thank you very much. See you next one. Good luck with your battles, trainers.